Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and today I am doing a whip and ramble. Yeah, let's go back to whip and ramble, why not? Doing a whip and ramble on I Miss You by Mandy Manzano. So let's give you the details first. It is a 55 by 76 centimetre round canvas by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. I am using my white Admiral's S tray. I'm using one of the pens. My mum bought me this one from Amazon actually. And I'm using a 6 placer and a single placer. I prefer a 6 placer on rounds. And I am using double-sided tape as always. I also have my pen rest. These are ones that I make. I'm doing a haul today at some point, so I'm going to be making some more. And I also have my original style cook pot made from trash drills. This is a cover minder come trash drill pot. Can't live without one of these now. I have mine on magnets just because I don't lose it. It doesn't knock over. And I leave mine on when I hang my canvases up. I just leave them on there. So I'm just going to make a start. Now I have, I did part of this when I was at work at the weekend because I went back to work after my holiday, and Saturday I didn't take it, but Sunday I did, but I didn't manage to get a full section done. But we are pretty much just this arrow. So I'm going to finish this bit first, then I'm going to work on that bit. So how are you? I hope you are all well. I hope you're having a fab day. It is a little bit of a cloudy, wet day today. We had a lot of rain last night. Let me get my first colour into my tray. Very, very happy to be back working on this. And out of the whips that I currently have, this one will be the one that takes precedence now because I want to get this one finished, but it's coming out beautifully. I did add in some ABs just into the little stars that are in the background because I didn't want to do too much, but I'm not going to go across and do all the ones on this one. I'm literally just going to finish this section first. Off work today. I had a half day yesterday. My tape does not want to release my drill, so let's just give that a little bit of a dab on my clothes. No, yep, got it. I had a half day yesterday, but I didn't have the best day. Work at the minute is just awful. Is the only word for it. That's all I'm going to say on it. It's just awful. So I was quite pleased. I came home yesterday afternoon. I did a little bit on my Alice canvas. So I do want to do a whip on that before I get it finished. I know there's only a couple, but I do want that one for a friend. So it does currently mean that I've got 3 active whips. What do I mean about active whips? Lots of people have multiple whips on the go. They do. We all do it. Usually. So when I first started, back last May, this bit of tape here, and I need to move these over because I can see the white in the background. It's usually because when I'm at work, I'm not concentrating quite as much as I would be normally. Yeah, so by active whips. When I first started, I only ever worked on one painting at a time, but I would probably have 2 or 3 kitted up. Then when I started doing YouTube, because I like quite big canvases, sometimes you just want a break from a certain one. And at the time I was doing a large round one, and I decided to then start a square and alternate between the 2. So that is usually what I do. I normally have 2 whips, 1 square, 1 round, alternate between the 2. And then, do you know, it's really funny because I was watching Penny from Cal Sparkle's Whip and Chat. I think she calls it was the Whip from Sunday anyway. And she was struggling with her tape yesterday. And now it seems to have transferred to me. Or that's what I'm sticking to. But anyway, where was I? Yes, so I had 2 whips. And then, of course, I was also saving spares for my old Heaven and Earth project, which I have abandoned. Yes, I'm guilty too. It does happen. So I do have my Heaven and Earth, my new Heaven and Earth project, part kitted up, ready to go. However, I do need to get some drills in first. I have, since I did the part 1, which hasn't gone up yet, you won't see that yet, but since then I have de-kitted another kit, so I need to go back through and check what I've got, because I may have a few more, but I'm not quite ready to go on that yet. And then at the minute I've also got the Alice canvas, and that is purely because I took it on holiday with me in case I got the other one finished, which I did. So I wouldn't normally have 3 on the go. So I have 4 whips in total, but 3 are active. 3 I'm actively working on. I've gone back to work. We've switched from the old rotor to the new rotor, so that means that I am working 2 weekends in a row. That's better. So I do like to take a canvas to work with me, in case it's quiet, because if it's quiet I hate just sitting there. And I do have to be on the desk in case there's a phone call or an ambulance arrives, or, you know, visitors are coming in, which now we're back to normal and they can come whenever they like. You know, we have a steady stream of visitors coming in. We have now stopped LFT testing everyone, which is great because it's less work for me. And I like the weekends at work generally because there's no management about, you know, it's a lot more relaxed. I can get my work done because there's no interruptions. I can get my usual work done very quickly, and I can then, you know, comfortably sort of do this as well as dealing with that. So the plan this weekend, if I haven't finished it beforehand, is to take Alice and get that finished, because I do want to get a frame for that. So I will then be back down to the 2 active whips and the Heaven and Earth. I do really want to start the Heaven and Earth, but I am short of quite a few colours, and some of them I don't even need that many colours on. But at the same time, I'm more than happy to sort of swap drills with Penny because I'm going to see her in person. I don't want to ask for drills from people because I don't need to. I do enough paintings that I will get them together, and the whole point of me doing it was to use up spares so it didn't cost me. And I literally would feel I couldn't take drills from someone, because I know a lot of you have helped Penny out, and I know a lot of you have refused to take postage for it, and I can't do that. I just can't. I know that you'd be fine with that, but I'm not. So yeah, I will start that when I get a chance. So that is that pretty much. So today I am on a massive filming run. It is literally 10 past 10 in the morning and I've already filmed 2 kitting ups. I usually tell people this because my videos don't always go up in the order that I film them. There is a reason for that. It's so that I can make sure I'm bringing variety. But it's also for whatever reason. So like one of the kitten ups, I've used my bespoke box storage. So that's the storage system I've put together myself. And that one won't be ready because I'm waiting for these A6 boxes to come from Amazon. They will be here tomorrow. So I can't put that one up. It's edited and ready to go, but I can't put that one up because I want to take the pots out of the A5 one they're in and see if they'll fit in the A6. So I want to add that on the end of the video. So the one that I've just kitted up, although I filmed it second, will more than likely go up first. And then, of course, I've got the whips to do. But I don't want them all to go up at the same time either, or one after the other. So I like to explain what day it is. I like to explain what sort of time it is, because I may mention something in an earlier video that I don't then mention in a later one. That is why. They don't always go up in the order. They rarely go up in the order that I filmed them. I also have the rest. I have another part of the Heaven and Earth kitting up to do. I think I can do that in a second video and have done with it. But it does mean I've got labels to take off and pots to clean to do the next bit. I have a resin pour to do today. I need to make some more penguins. Did I say it right? And a couple more of the pen rests, because I find that it's helpful, that it's useful. But I'll make a couple and put them up, and if they don't sell, they don't sell, and that's fine. I know they're not a lot of use. I don't know what is going on with this pen. I know they're not a lot of use for people that use a tilted table, drafting table, or an easel. But if you work flat, it just stops your pen rolling away. And I've broken 2 or 3 pens by it rolling off the desk. You know, nobody wants a broken pen. So I find them useful. But yeah, I need some more cover minders, because I have one lovely lady in particular who tends to buy all the cover minders or cook pots as soon as they come out, which I'm not complaining about because it helps fund this. But I'm quite limited on how many I can make at a time. And also with the resin, every single one is... I can't find my colour. 1 second. Where are you? Why can't I find you? There you go. I can't make too many in a go, and every single one is unique, because especially if I do, well, regardless of whether I do them in glitter or not, basically you'll never get another one the same. You'll never get 2 the same. So they are always limited edition. Every resin item I do is limited edition. You might get the same shape. You're never going to get... No, I want those ones. Just got a little AB to put in here. You will never get one the same. So they are all limited edition. And that's what I like about it. The fact that I can offer something. I might as well put this one in while I'm here, look, because I only need one. This is the only change I've made to this canvas. So it's not a big change. It's just the fact. I'm just going to pull... Oh, there's another one. 2. I lied. I lied. Because I can't see. There we go. So that is what's going on with me. I'm trying to get more organised. I do have an order to pack up today. Which will be going to the States. So I need to get that done. Literally had that pot 2 seconds ago and forgot where it was already. Oh, we're coming onto a face in a minute. Oh, how nice. How exciting. So yeah, I've got a lot to do basically. That's short of it. Got a lot to do. Hope you've got a cup of coffee, by the way. Or tea. Now I've just broken my own rule because normally on a Mandy Manzano, I'm just going to move this slightly. I would do the black first, so I've broken my own rule by putting those 3 in. But because they were only those set numbers, I thought, why not? So yeah. So what else have we got coming up? I will be doing a whip on Mackenzie's Treasure. That is the canvas that won in the vote for my next square canvas, which I'm very pleased about. And it will mean that we have 2 Mandy Manzanos on the go at once, but that's fine because I've just kitted one up. What else? Yeah, on that video, the Mackenzie's Treasure video, I will be doing a giveaway. There will be 3 prizes to give away. One will be a larger one and will consist of, obviously, diamond painting accessories. There will be at least 1 canvas in there. It will not be a Diamond Art Club canvas, but there'll be at least 1. There may be another craft item as well. And then there will be a selection of little bits and pieces all in a box. Now, I'm not going to tell you what's in that box because you might be sitting there going, well, I've got all these craft items, I've got all these bits, you know, I'm not going to join in because I've got all that. I don't need any more. And I don't want that to happen. I want all of you to have the opportunity to win this package, because do you know what? If it has stuff in there that you don't want, gift it to somebody else. You know, none of this stuff will be stuff that I've paid a lot for or, you know, spent a lot of money on. It won't be, you know, I'm not rich. it's just bits and stuff. So, you know, if you don't want it, pass it on. But there might be something in there that you do want. Might be something in there, because we're all like this. We're all diamond paintings, aren't we? How many times do you think, oh, I don't need one of those, you know, I don't see the point, and then you try it? I was like that with cover papers. When I first started, I couldn't see the point of cover papers. It was like, why take off the plastic to put paper on? You know, it's pointless. But I quickly realised that for me, pulling back the plastic, plastic makes my arms sweaty. B, I just don't like the feel of it. And C, because I do quite a lot of big paintings, I get distracted if I can see the next section and I start wondering with my drills. It will be like, I will just see, I'll have 5 or 6 left in my pot and I'll see them in the next section and I'll put them there. And before I know it, I've just got this jagged bit, and I can't work like that. I like organised pieces. So for me, it makes more sense for me to section off, because the picture then isn't so overwhelming, for one. And 2, I like the structure of it. I like the neatness. And I know that a little piece of cover paper like this, that area will take me 45 minutes to an hour, depending on whether it's confetti or whether it's colour blocking. And that's a good amount of time for me, because I rarely, other than being on holiday, of course, I rarely will get hours to sit and diamond paint. Most of the time, it will be an hour max. Sometimes it will take me all day to do that section because of other stuff I've got to do. You know, I have got another job. I have got nails to do as well. That is picking back up now. I do have a family to go and see. I have a house to run, you know, all that stuff going on. So for me, once I started using cover paper, I realised how much I needed it. So to get back to my point, this is a true ramble. To get back to my point, I would like everybody to take part. So I don't want to tell you what's in it. I just want you to take part in the giveaway, except that I want to give back to you guys, because by supporting me, you've enabled me to get to my goal. And to encourage you that if it's something that you don't like, if it's something you don't need, pass it on, okay? Pass it on. I will go into more details on the giveaway on that video. All right. I'd like you all to take part if you can. It is open to everybody. So I will come back to that. The other two prizes will be much smaller, but still something I think that you guys would like. So yeah, keep an eye out for that whip. It will be going up before, probably at the weekend. I'll probably do it at the weekend because then I'm at work. And even though I'm at work, I can still respond to comments and stuff. What am I doing here? Just get in place, will you? I've got this one drill that just will not move. I'm still filming. It's all good. I think the issues I was having with my phone were because of the heat. I think it was just so hot, and having the lights on meant that it was overheating. So I think that's what it was. So yeah, that's that on the giveaway. So I do want to get to some comments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work back from the latest comment and go backwards. Just for a change, just because I can. Now, I have answered a lot of comments recently because I wanted to catch up while I was on holiday. So it may be that I've already commented and answered, but I'm going to do it on here as well. Number one, because I like it when I comment on a video and a YouTuber says my name. I'm sure you guys are exactly the same. And the comment may not be seen by everybody, but they may hear the comment and the answer when they watch the next Whip and Ramble. So that's why I want to do it. So I do want to do that. Have I got anything coming? No, not at the minute. I had an issue with my pay this month, so I'm waiting to get the additional pay that I'm owed. I have got my eye on a couple of canvases from Diamond Art Club, but on my next break between videos, that does not want to come off. So I'm just dabbing it. If you are using a glue dot, see what I mean? It does not want to come off that pen. Behave. Behave, pen, or I'm putting you away and I'll get another one. Not having it. Sometimes if you give it a little twist, it will release it. I don't know why it's been super sticky. I mean, I've primed it. It's not even that new. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, can't remember. Gone. That's how easily my mind wanders. So yeah, I do want to do some comments. So let me just get these in. So please do, first whip on Mackenzie's Treasure. Please do look out for details on the giveaway. So starting with the latest comments. So this was from Sassy Cove. Great name. Oh no, it wasn't. Let's go back. Right. So the latest comment was on my kitting down of Soulmates. It is from Ellie at Elliot68. She said, thanks for the kitting down, Sam. I've taken 2 days, not been feeling good, to kit up into Tic Tac boxes. Oh, bless you. I hope you're feeling better soon, Ellie. It does sometimes, doesn't it? You guys know that I wasn't very well when I was on holiday for 3 days. It just wipes you out, doesn't it? And I'll be the first to admit that sometimes the last thing I want to do is diamond paint if I'm not feeling well. So yeah, don't feel bad about it, and especially bigger canvases. Tic-tac boxes, I think, do take a little bit longer to kit up into. I think they're just a bit fiddlier. I might be wrong, so I apologise. But yeah, I'm glad you got it kitted up, and I'm glad you enjoyed the video, Ellie. That's why I do it for, just to be a, a DP friend that you can listen to. Oh, I really, tape today. Drives me mad when the tape plays up, because I tell people how good it is all the time, and then it just plays me up and it makes me look like a fool. Sort yourself out. So thank you, Ellie, for commenting. I'm going to give you a thumbs up and a love heart. Yesterday on the same video, Catherine, thank you for keeping me company while at my infusion appointment for MS. Bless you. She says, glad you had a relaxing holiday. I did have a fabulous holiday, Catherine, apart from feeling poorly that 3 days, but I think that's just me. I've got so much stuff going on all the time that literally once I stop, it's like my body lets out a little signal that says, yay, we're not fighting against everything at the minute, let's let some germs in. Does it every time, which is not fun, especially if you think that most of the time that I'm off it's because it's a holiday or it's Christmas or whatever. Not when you want to be feeling poorly, but it is just what it is. And do you know what, I wasn't poorly for long. I literally brought some flu and I think they were flu tablets type thing, night and day tablets. I took them and literally within a day I was already feeling better. So it wasn't very long lived, but I'm glad that I could keep you company while you had your treatment. My auntie had MS, so I'm very aware of infusions. It's not a nice health condition at all. Not that any is, I've just made that sound really wrong. There is no such thing as a nice health condition. But I'm glad that I could keep you company. And you're very welcome, as always. Thank you for commenting, my lovely. So let's give you a thumbs up and a love heart. Kimberly Saunders, this was on the de-kitting because I announced what the next kit would be. She said, I'm glad it was Mandy's painting. I like her style. Also, I have about 15 of her diamond paintings. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I don't even know how many I've got. Not that many. I haven't got 15. But you see, that's what I was looking on Diamond Art Club for today. It was like, right, I've got some points that I can use. What's Mandy Manzano got on DAC that I want? And I found a couple in the sale. And I thought, well, if I get a couple of those and I get another canvas as well, and if I use my points, then I could probably score myself 3 or 4 pictures pretty cheap. But I need to wait until I've been paid correctly, because at the minute, quite a lot of money short. My bills have gone out, which is good. They always go out at the beginning of the month, but it didn't leave me a lot to play with at all. So I'm waiting for that to go in, so I can't order until that goes in. But out of the 3 paintings I've currently got in my basket, 2 of them are Mandy Manzano's. Because I do love her artwork. It's the colours, the style. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, did you see that? If anybody doubts that I am the clumsiest person in the world, that goes to show it. Let's just drop our pen in the tray, mess up my lovely straight lines. Oh my word. Anyway, thank you for commenting, Kimberly. I'm glad that you liked it, so I'm guessing you voted for it. Kathy Morris. So this was on the I don't know, I can't see which video it is, but I think it's on the Heaven and Earth, one of the Heaven and Earth videos. And she just says, I have answered her, by the way. She just says, what is the formula? Is it stitches times 0.25 or 9.25? Okay, so I have answered on there. So what Kathy is on about is, if you convert a diamond painting, a cross stitch pattern, sorry, to a diamond painting, how do you convert the size? So you need, your cross stitch pattern needs to be a full stitch pattern. It will not work very well if you have got half stitches or back stitches or whatever. It needs to be full stitches. And most, well, as far as I'm aware, all cross stitch patterns will give you the stitch count. They will tell you how many stitches wide by how many stitches high. So you take the stitches and you either times it by 0.25 or divide it by 4, and it will give you how many centimeters you need your canvas to be. And the reason is because Heaven and Earth projects, cross stitch conversions, work best with square diamonds because they are a full cover diamond. They cover the whole square, as it were. And square diamonds are 0.25 centimeters, 2.5 millimeters square. So therefore you need 4 drills per centimetre. So that's how it works. Now that means that even if you're doing quite a small cross stitch pattern, it's going to be about 4 times the size of the cross stitch measurements. So that is how you do it. Now I tend to just times by 0.25 and then you just round it up. What you do need to bear in mind is that although your canvas or your grid will be 10 by 10 squares, you may have at the end or on the bottom row part of a 10 by 10 square. It may not always round up to be a full one, but you can do it with any cross stitch thing. Crafty Witch, I think, unboxed some cross stitch patterns from the same company that I did, and she made 2 very, very good points. If you buy the right cross stitch pattern, you can just use the chart and make a diamond painting from it. She also made the point that these printed canvases that you get with the cross stitch, the colours are a different colour to the colour you're putting down, just to make it easier to see. And if you then rinse them in cold water when you've completed them, that colouring will disappear. It will wash out and you'll just be left with your stitches, which I didn't know. Like I said, I've done cross stitch for, I have cross stitched over the years. When I was very young, they were printed cross stitches. But when I did cross stitch, I did it for sort of 2 or 3 years, but it was predominantly counted cross stitch. So I had a blank canvas and worked from a chart. So I wasn't aware of that. However, I do want to do at least one of them cross stitches. I do. And because they're 14 count, it might be a bit easier to do. Because I do like cross stitch. That's why I like diamond painting, because it reminds me of the effect you get from cross stitch. That's why I love it so much. But there you go. That is the cross stitch, the formula to convert stitches to diamonds. Doing all right on this one today. So thank you for asking, Kathy. I hope that has helped. I've already given you a tick and a love heart, but I just thought I'd read it out. Calb Sparkles. So I need to read these two comments out in succession, otherwise it'll be the wrong way round. So she said, this was on Kitten Down Soulmate. She said, hi Sam, thank you for your kind words. It means a lot. Well, you're welcome, my lovely. What did I say to you about the subscribers? Did I not say to you that it would build as you got more confident? And it has. Well done. I'm so proud of you. I really am. But you're very welcome. She said, send me a list of what you need for your Heaven and Earth design and I'll sort through mine. I know I have loads of 310. Yes, I need loads of 310. So perfect. So what I then did was I went back to Penny and I said, well, actually, I'm off Thursday. I had put some drills aside for Penny, but in the meantime, she had fabulous response from her subscribers and managed to get a lot of them. So I need to go back through what I've got. I'm going to take them over with me and we will then do a swap that way, which will be much nicer, won't it? Because we can have a coffee and a natter, and hopefully I won't let the time run away with me and forget to pick my child up from school, because, you know, that would be silly. I do hope that Annalie has had a good day at school yesterday. Wishing her all the best. But I will see you Thursday, my lovely. So she just said basically, yeah, Thursday's good. So off to see Calb Sparkles Penny. Yay. So that was that one. Sassy Cove on Mackenzie's Treasure. Oh, that next one's going to be amazing. So it is, isn't it? It's a beautiful canvas. I've had it for a while. It's been kitted up for a while. But yeah, it's a beautiful canvas and my first square by Mandy Manzano. I've only done rounds so far, so I'm interested to see how that will come out. Really interested. So thank you for that, Sassy Cove. Casey Field, she says, so glad it was Mandy's painting. I like those baggies you have for your AB storage. Okay, so she's on about these. I haven't got any ABs in there because I've just took those out to put in Mackenzie's Treasure. But yeah, I just keep them in here and keep them on a book ring, and they just hang above my, on my camera arm, above my head. So I'm hoping it encourages me to pick them out. I also have a book ring for rounds, and I also have one for crystals. I need to sort that crystal painting out. I really do. But yeah, I like those. And you can get 100 bags with, I think it's 10 book rings on Amazon. I think I paid, it was under £10. So relatively cheap. And if you haven't got a lot of storage space like me at the moment, it's quite handy. Do you know the other thing as well they're quite handy for? They're quite handy if you're using the fixed together storage pots that come 4 in a row. On most of their outer cases, they have a little handle, a little hanger bit that flips up from the case. I put some spares in those bags and then put the O-ring, the split ring, through that hole. I don't know if I've explained that very well. Let me go fetch it and I'll show you. So this is my Alice silhouette, and I originally had the extras in a large Tic Tac box, a proper Tic Tac box. So I changed it and put the extras that I had on book rings and put them through this. If you look on the end of your tub, you will have this little handle that clips out. So I've just clipped them onto that. I think that's a great idea for keeping extras on. So they come in handy for that as well. So that's another tip for you. I've now got about 6 storage cases out all at the same time that I now need to bloody put away. But there we go. That's another story, isn't it? Let's not go into storage. So yeah, I'm glad you like them. They are available on Amazon. I think there is a video that I did on unboxing them, so there should be a link on that video so that you can purchase them, but they do come in handy. I wouldn't want to use it as a storage system for doing a painting, as in, you know, I wouldn't want to kit everything up into them, but for spare storage certainly, because I would rather have the space for my square drills for my heaven and earth than have that space taken up by ABs in my spares box, or for the time being anyway. It may change once I get into my craft room, which isn't going to be for a while, but once I get the craft room done, I will have a different storage system, I think. We'll see what happens. But thank you for asking. I hope that was of help. Steffa, basically just saying, I adore your map. So that's on about my desk mat, my Lord of the Rings desk mat. If you are interested, Steffa, they are on Amazon. Just go onto Amazon and look for extra large desk mat. And just scroll through there, it'll come up. I think it cost me £12. It wasn't too much. I've got used to it now. I did at one point think that I was going to have to take it off because it is a little bit spongy. So I was a little concerned that maybe I wasn't pushing my drills down hard enough. But I've got used to it now. And it is quite handy because it's going to stop my desk getting too buggered up. I do have a plan to refurb this desk before it goes into my cabin, once the cabin's built. But I'm not giving away too much about that at the minute. I'm struggling to get onto my internet sometimes can be a little bit of a mare. So let's go back. I'm going to go back into my comments and see. Yeah, it's just scrolling. Why is it doing that? I hate my internet sometimes. Turn that off. Turn it back on. The old turn it off and turn it back on trick. There we go. So yeah, that's where I got it from. Sharon, hi Sam, glad you had a great holiday. You need to do more kitten up videos. You can't have empty storage, lol. I know, right? What is going on? I think it's just because I've done so many, and you know, I'm very aware that I'm kitting paintings up. You know, Soulmates was kitted up for over a year before I got around to it. So I didn't want to do too many, but I have been firmly told that you all want more kitting up videos. So yeah, I'll just have to buy more storage. It's fine. But I will fill them over the next few days. Don't you worry. You might not see all the videos for a while, but I will use them. So don't you fret. Still got a bit of storage left. She also said, I've seen Penny's penguin cover minder. Was wondering if you'd be making any more of them. Have a lovely day. Yes, I will be. As I said, I need to do a resin pour. Now I can only make one penguin at a time. Literally. So, but because you have always been such a fabulous customer, Sharon, I will make you one. Just comment. Oh no, because it'll be too late by the time you see this. I'll make you one. I'll come up with one and I'll save you one. I had to give Penny another one because she had a pink one, so I had to give her a blue one. So she'd got one of each. She had to have a boy and a girl. So yes, I will make another. I'll make a couple and put them up. The sea creatures mould, to be honest, goes pretty well for cover minders. They go pretty well. And yes, I could get things like donuts and stuff, but I'm not good enough at resin yet and haven't had a go at doing individual layering of resin. That's how you get the different colours. You know, you pour one colour, you let it set. It's much easier to do mass produced with plastic than it is in resin, and it would take, you know, literally days to make one cover minder in 4 different colours. It would just take too long. So a lot of mine are made with glitters or marble techniques or clear resin with things in it, just because it's easier. And even then, it still takes a couple of days because it can take up to 48 hours for the resin to cure. Then you need to finish it. Then you need to add a magnet if you need a magnet and let that glue set properly. And then, of course, you've got to box it up and send it out. So, you know, the average resin pour from start to finished product posting out is at least a week. And at the minute, yes, I could buy more moulds, but then it's having the space to lay these moulds out. They've got to be on a completely dead flat surface for 48 hours, and I just don't have anywhere to store all that at the minute. I did see, I had this idea the other day. So my resin table, my husband made me a new surface in the garage because I wanted to move it out there. And the other day I saw this storage set, which I think is for paper. So it's like a paper filing system, but the drawers are quite thin. And I was thinking that one of those might be quite useful. So once I get going a bit more, I need to get a little bit of money together first, but once I get going a little bit more, I could actually use one of those. And once they have done their first curing, so the first sort of 12 hours, as soon as I can demould them, I could then put them in the drawers while they set, and then I can have different... I know what I mean. Don't worry about it. I'll explain later. I'm just rambling now. But anyway, Sharon, yes, I will make you one. So Villica on the cross stitch unboxing. I know, right? I'm not going to say no to cross stitching stuff. I know some of you come from cross stitching, so you might be interested. And actually, they were very, very nice. So I was very happy to unbox those. So she just says, thanks, Sam, such a nice surprise. I come from cross stitch too, but my eyesight isn't very good. So I switched to diamond painting as I can use a light pad there. Absolutely. Like I said, I switched from cross stitching because of my hands. Hence why I chose the printed canvases on a 14 count, because it's a slightly bigger needle and it's not such fine work. I will still struggle to do it. I won't be able to do a lot in a go, but then that's cross stitch, isn't it? It does take longer. It is one of those things that takes a bit longer. So I know what you mean. She said, nevertheless, I still like it a lot, and the patterns you showed are super cute. I still have some small patterns here, but I need so much light on them that I can only work in the daytime, but then I'm at school, so it will probably remain diamond painting for me. Not bad, as long as I can enjoy your videos. Take care, and a big hug from the Netherlands. Oh, thank you, Villica. Yeah, same. Like I used to like taking cross stitch in the caravan, so I'd sit out in the daytime and we'd have lunch, and you know, but it was daylight. But like I said, the problem is it makes my hands cramp up. So I can do a bit. I can probably do an hour or so. but then I'd have to leave it for a day or two. However, they're small patterns. I think I'd be able to manage, and I love the fact that I've got those charts, because some of them may be able to be converted to diamond paintings as well. So never miss an opportunity to convert something if you can do it. So so that might be an idea for you, Villica. If you've not considered doing a heaven and earth project, do you have any charts that that you could use to make a diamond painting with, especially if they're little ones? Just a thought. I'm sure you're probably very, very good at cross stitch, and therefore you do a lot of the ones with back stitch and that in. I don't because I'm not very good. I didn't do it for that long. I sort of dabbled on and off over the years, and then spent a year, 18 months maybe. But like I said, fingers just hurts my hands, and I can't see very well, and I'm clumsy. Stab myself all the time with the bloody needle, so that's why. But you're very welcome, Villica. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Okay, Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. So this was the comment that I was talking about in one of my videos this morning. So Trisha commented on the prepping of my Heaven and Earth canvas, and absolutely made a very, very good point. So what I did was I got my pipe lagging, and I put the bottom of the canvas into the split on the pipe lagging, and then wrapped the canvas around because it just holds it there. But she made a very good point. So Trisha said, hi Trisha, by the way. Trisha said, hi Sam, if I'm thinking correctly, it could be better to cut the pipe lagging a little bit shorter, then roll the canvas around without tucking into the slit in the pipe lagging, and use small binder clips to secure the roll. I can see the bend in the canvas where it goes into the slit in the pipe flagging being an issue when you get to the bottom. Hugs, Trisha. And I did reply to her, but I will say my response. Thank you for pointing that out. I literally hadn't thought of it, because in my head I was sitting there thinking it's poured glue, it'll be fine. But actually, yeah, considering most of the time I have pipe lagging on the edges of my desk to stop creases forming in my canvas when I work on them, that would make perfect flipping sense. So I have now unrolled that canvas, and I have cut the pipe lagging down. I've actually rolled it around and secured it with one of these large paper clips, because these are what I use. I don't know why, I've just got loads, so that's what I use for that. But I have done that, so thank you so much, Trisha, for commenting and for giving me such a good idea. I'm not ashamed to say, hands up, I didn't think of that. I think I was so excited it was poured glue, I didn't think of that, because you do think of them as being a bit more robust, but absolutely it would bend over time. It's not like it's going to be taken off that roll very much for a while. So thank you so much for saving me the hassle of a creased canvas when I get to the bottom of it. So yeah, thank you very much. I do follow you back, by the way, as well. I do like your videos, so thank you for sharing what you do too. Okay, just bear with me, just need to stop for a second. Okay, so I'm back, just had to answer the door. So I'm nearly done, but I'm going to answer this next comment. How quickly is this section gone? The joys of multi-placing. I have to say, when I first started, I was very much a single placer. Multi-placing came about because of me wanting to get through kits a little bit quicker, just so that subscribers didn't get bored of seeing the same diamond painting for months. and I haven't got the room to store 5 or 6 whips on the go all the time, so that's why. So the next comment was on my mini diamond painting that I made using leftover canvas, using a cross stitch pattern, and it is Casey Field. She says, I am astounded. You made it seem so simple. I am now very curious to try it. Then if I like the sample, then I can order a large canvas to do a cross stitch conversion. Thank you, thank you. So I have replied to already, but you are more than welcome. If you haven't seen Calb Sparkle's version of doing a cross stitch conversion, please head over and look at her Heaven and Earth. She is actually doing a Heaven and Earth project on card. She's printed the grid onto card and she's using double-sided tape that she's putting on herself, and it's working out really well. What she's done so far is really good. So if you don't want to go to the effort of buying a small canvas to cut up and try it on some card. It will give you a good indication of whether it's going to work for you. That is it's a very good tip. It really is. So yeah, please go and have a look and give that a try. But you know, it is harder. You know, at the end of the day, you do have to concentrate a little bit more than you would normally. You know, normally, and especially when you're doing rounds, you know, you can just sit and dot and you can listen to something else, or you can talk to someone, or when you're doing a conversion like that, you need to concentrate a little bit more. And because most of them tend to be squares, you have to kind of go from that as well. So it is a little bit harder, but in theory it's not difficult. The process of getting there isn't difficult. You don't even need to have Pattern Keeper. You know, if you've got a cross stitch chart, you can do it from a cross stitch. You know, you can just do it on the paper. Works very well. So yeah, give that a go. But I'm glad that it helped. That's what I wanted to do. I'm not the best at explaining things. I'm really not. But I love the idea of the mini paintings. I love the idea of having something that you can get done in a couple of hours. And if I'd had time, I could have quite easily have done that. And I don't know why I poured out all of those when I need one. I could have done it in a couple of hours. The downside was that it ended up taking me 3 days of filming. But I might do it again. You know, I've got plenty of leftover canvas at the minute. Plenty, even poured glue. So I may do another one, but I really enjoyed doing it. And I'll tell you what else I came across. So a few years ago, I printed off, I made my daughter a Star Wars crochet blanket, and I used the cross stitch pattern to make each of those squares. Now I came across that yesterday when I was going through my Facebook memories, and I was like, oh my God, it would be so simple to do each individual Star Wars item like you would with a crochet blanket. So I did think that yesterday. So I may take a look at doing something like that, because she's not massively into Star Wars now, but it just reminded me of that. And I do have some more cross stitch patterns now, so yeah, it's a good idea. And like I said, DMC, if you go onto the DMC website, you can download their mini ones for free. A lot of them are samples, so just remember full stitch, because you can't do back stitch, etc. And just calculate the size, and away you go. All done. So you are very welcome. She also, I then did say to her to go and check out Calb Sparkles, and she just said thank you for the for the suggestion. So that is it for today. That is my section and a bit done. So really loving how this is coming together. It's beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Please do comment below. Please do keep an eye out for that next Whipham chat, the first one on oh god, my mind's gone blank, on Mackenzie's Treasure, because I will be giving out details of that giveaway. Thank you for joining me today. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.